For global superstar Jimin, the stage lights are blinding, the cheers are deafening, and the love from millions of fans around the world is constant. Among those millions are countless armies who have jokingly and sometimes seriously asked the same question: could a fan ever actually marry him? Is it just a fantasy fueled by late-night scrolling and concert euphoria, or is there a sliver of real-world possibility hidden beneath the dream? To answer that, we have to separate emotion from reality. First, it's important to understand who Jimin is in the public sphere. As a member of BTS, he isn't just a singer or dancer. He represents a global brand, a cultural movement, and a carefully managed public image shaped over years of intense training and media exposure. K-pop idols are not simply artists. They are public figures whose personas are intertwined with fan engagement. That dynamic can make the idea of dating, let alone marriage, feel complicated. For years, the K-pop industry has been known for its so-called dating bans. While not always formal or lifelong, many entertainment companies discourage rookies from dating during their early careers. The reasoning is largely business-driven. Idols are marketed as emotionally available, relatable, and devoted to their fans. The illusion of accessibility can strengthen fan loyalty. When fans feel personally connected, they're more likely to stream music, attend concerts, and support projects. However, it's important to clarify something. Dating bans are not laws. They are contractual or cultural expectations that can evolve over time. As artists mature and establish themselves, restrictions often loosen. BTS, having debuted in 2013 and achieved historic global success, are no longer rookies navigating fragile careers. They are grown men in their late 20s and early 30s with autonomy over their personal lives. So, legally speaking, could Jimin marry a fan? Absolutely. There is no law in South Korea or anywhere else that prevents a celebrity from marrying someone who was once a fan. Being an ARMY is not a disqualifying status. A fan is simply a person who appreciates someone's work. If two consenting adults meet, connect, and build a genuine relationship, marriage is entirely possible. But legality is only one layer. The next layer is reality. Imagine the logistics. Jimin's life is anything but ordinary. His schedule has historically included world tours, album promotions, international travel, rehearsals, recordings, brand collaborations, and media appearances. Even during quieter periods, global recognition means constant public attention. Dating someone in that environment requires resilience, privacy management, and emotional maturity. If an ARMY were to meet Jimin in a natural way, perhaps through work, mutual friends, or a completely random encounter, the relationship would still face extraordinary pressure. Media scrutiny would be intense. Online speculation would be relentless. Every public appearance would be analyzed. Social media would amplify both support and criticism. And this is where fantasy and reality begin to diverge. In fantasy, love is simple. Two people meet, sparks fly, and nothing else matters. In reality, being with someone as famous as Jimin means sharing not just his affection, but his spotlight. Not everyone wants or can handle that level of exposure. There's also an emotional misconception that needs to be addressed. Many fans feel deeply connected to idols because of music, interviews, live streams, and heartfelt messages. Jimin, in particular, is known for his warmth, emotional intelligence, and affectionate communication style. He often expresses gratitude and love towards ARMY, making fans feel seen and valued. But that love is collective, not individual. When he says he loves ARMY, he's speaking to millions at once. It's sincere, but it's not romantic. Confusing parasocial connection with personal intimacy can blur boundaries. A parasocial relationship is one-sided. Fans feel they know the idol intimately, while the idol does not personally know them. It's not unhealthy to admire or even have a crush on a celebrity. It becomes problematic only when fantasy replaces reality. So, could a fan marry Jimin? The honest answer is yes, but not because they are a fan.
They could marry him because they are a person. If someone who happened to be an ARMY met Jimin as an equal outside of fan-idol dynamics and they developed mutual feelings, their shared origin story as fan and idol wouldn't matter. What would matter is compatibility, trust, and genuine connection. There have been instances in the entertainment world where celebrities married people who were once fans. It's rare, but it's not unheard of. The key difference is that the relationship transitioned out of the fan dynamic into a private adult partnership.
Another factor to consider is Jimin himself. Though adored worldwide, he has consistently maintained a relatively private personal life. He rarely addresses romantic topics in detail. This discretion isn't mysterious, it's protective. Privacy allows space for normalcy in an otherwise extraordinary life. If he were to date seriously, it would likely be handled quietly. Marriage, if it ever happens, would be his personal decision, not a public vote. And that brings us to something important. Idols are human. It's easy to forget that behind the flawless performances and carefully curated photos is a person with ordinary desires, companionship, stability, understanding, laughter, and private moments. Someone who knows him beyond the stage persona. Who that person might be is impossible to predict. It could be another celebrity who understands the industry. It could be someone entirely outside entertainment. It could even be someone who once watched him perform from the audience. But for that to happen, the dynamic would have to shift. The pedestal would have to disappear. Marriage requires equality. It requires seeing each other not as fantasy and idol, but as flawed, complex human beings. A healthy relationship cannot survive on admiration alone. It needs shared values, communication, compromise, and emotional safety. For ARMYs wondering about their own chances, there's also a broader truth to consider. The qualities that make Jimin attractive, kindness, dedication, talent, vulnerability, are not exclusive traits found in only one person on Earth. Idolizing someone can sometimes overshadow the possibility of real connections in your own life. Dreaming is harmless. Fantasizing about a wedding with your favorite idol is part of fan culture. But holding on to the belief that your happiness depends on marrying that one person can limit your perspective. The world is full of potential partners who can love you directly, personally, and without barriers of fame. Interestingly, if Jimin were to marry someday, many fans would likely feel a mix of emotions: surprise, protectiveness, maybe even sadness. But over time, most would probably support his happiness. Mature fandom evolves. It shifts from possessiveness to encouragement. Because at its healthiest, being ARMY is about celebrating the artist's growth, not restricting it. So, is marrying Jimin a dream or impossible? It's neither purely fantasy nor guaranteed reality. It exists in the realm of statistical improbability, not legal impossibility. The odds of any random individual marrying a global superstar are incredibly low, simply because access is limited and social circles rarely overlap. But low odds are not the same as zero. Still, perhaps the more meaningful question isn't, can I marry Jimin? Maybe it's, why do I want to? Is it the idea of love, security, fairy tale romance, recognition? Sometimes the desire reveals more about our own longings than about the celebrity himself. Jimin's journey from trainee to international icon has been built on discipline, passion, and resilience. Whoever shares his life in the future would need to understand that world deeply. They would need strength to navigate public opinion and grace to remain grounded amid global attention. And if that person once called themselves ARMY, it wouldn't matter, because in the end, marriage is not about fandom, it's about partnership. Jimin is not a fictional character locked inside a storybook. He is a real man with the freedom to choose his future. And fans are not background characters in his narrative. They are individuals living their own equally meaningful lives. So, dream if you want, smile at the thought, write the imaginary wedding vows in your journal. There's nothing wrong with a little hope. Just remember,
The most beautiful love stories are the ones where both people step off the stage, meet at eye level, and choose each other, not as idol and fan, but as simply two human beings.